Hi. Smoothly crawl.
Hi.
So we are in a new location. Well, not really. We're in the same house, but like.
My sister's room.
Me. Huh? Actual microphone.
So today we're gonna share some funny secrets about one another or each other. And I'm gonna share first, and
Maybe I can get my voice back.
I'm gonna tie her up where she can't touch me or hit me or any of that kind of stuff. So here it goes.
Hi.
I didn't get any shoestrings, so I will just use tape.
Well, you don't pull off my arm here. Fine. Wait, I have long sleeve on mine.
We're gonna put it on our mouth first. From here, yeah, a little bitty mouth. I thought it was a lot bigger. What? What are you doing? I'm gonna make an art project out of Lexi. Mustache. Now for her hands. Where'd it go? Stand up in this place. I don't know what's about there. What? I don't know what you're talking about. Oh, I'm sorry. Okay. Here we go. So, first secret of Lexi's is she has never had a real boyfriend.
Someday my prince will come.
Like, real boyfriend. She did have one, like, technically, like, they went to homecoming together when she was cheering, when she was, like, little bitty. She was like this tall. That tall. There you go. And whenever she was in elementary school, she cried every single day of the week, every year, for at least the first week. So, like, the first week of school, she cried every single day. For all 4 or 5 years of elementary school. Let's see. And whenever she was 4, and till she was like 8, I guess. 4 to 8. When she cleaned up her room, she would stuff everything, every single thing that was in her floor, underneath her bed. You go in there and look for stuff, and you'd be like, oh, here it is, here it is, oh. She had, like, most of her clothes underneath her bed and all her toys. I don't think she ever played with any of them because they were all underneath her bed. She don't know what she's talking about. Let's see. She also used to, when she was, like, how old did we say, 6? No, whenever you moved into that house. 6? When she was like 5 or 6, she used to like to be a tiny prostitute. A very young prostitute. So, me and her brother were sitting down in their basement and everything, and they had a staircase going up to the basement, and you could run underneath it. Well, she started running around it, and every time she would come in front of us, she would take off a piece of clothing. She just ran around it. She'd take off another piece of clothing. Before long, she was fully naked, just running around and around, You could see her butt flapping, and she was just like blah, 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 as she ran around. There was also some poles down there. She liked the pole dance. She wasn't very good at it, but she would like jump up on it and slide down it. Yeah, that was her potty training days. Hopefully she grew out of that. So, when she was in class one day, Lexi sneezed, but at the same time she farted. And it was extremely, extremely quiet in class. She farted and she sneezed all at the same time. Just disrupted class because it was so loud. You didn't what? I don't know what she said. She's fantastic to me. She's just told me that she didn't tell anybody it was her either, so you know. It's kind of a sneeze and a stink. And she said it was the girl next to her. That's what kind of person she is. She blames all of her farts on the person next to you. So if you're ever around her and she farts, just beware. So that's Lexi for you. And her lovely secrets that she has. So I guess it's my turn. Here we go. Oh. Angry. Here it goes. 1, 2,
Pain. Oh, that really hurt.
yeah, I'm not ready for it at all.
It tastes terrible too.
Here we go. I'll get my hair in. I'm going. It's a mustache.
Use 3 pieces. Like Caitlin. Crap, I keep losing it. I feel like I'm one of those movies where I'm like about to do something bad to you and you can't do anything. Oh! Where'd my microphone go? What? Oh. Okay, so when Brittany was 4, she climbed up on the counter thingy you can do. Yeah, in the kitchen to get food and then pooped all down her leg. Only one leg? You and it like stuck. That's funny, we were just talking about poop earlier. Don't ask. And she tried to poop on her boyfriend, Jacob, but instead pooped on herself. I didn't hear about this one. Okay then. Brittany used to cry and hold on to her mother every day in preschool. Well, that's 2 things we have in common. We used to do that. Every time I saw my Nana no matter where. I cried and screamed to go home with her. I used to do that with my grandmother, like on my dad's side. Every time I'd see her, like, I want to go home with you.
No.
Take me with you. When she was little, she used to have a huge crush on her brother, on her cousin. Wait, I'm confused. Where did I stop? A huge crush on her cousin and my brother, Dustin. Really?
I used to think I was in love with him.
Yeah, I did too. I said I was going to marry him when I was like 4. No, I was 3, and I was like, I'm going to marry you, big brother. And my mom was like, that's not. No, you can't do that. And my brother's just in there like, whatever. Okay. We already had a girlfriend anyways.
He always had a girlfriend.
No kidding. Until he got to like, what, 16?
Mm-hmm.
And
I know he's not with her anymore.
I think they're back together. I don't know. Anyway, personal problem.
Are we done?
Yeah.
Oh!
Ready?
Oh!
Rip.
Oh no!
Anger. I know, right? That still hurts. Okay.
Okay, so I guess we'll
Tell some embarrassing stories.
we'll tell our own personal parts to each secret too.
Yeah. I'll tell. Sorry.
So you want to go first, or you want me to?
I was just gonna tell embarrassing stories because you basically said all my stories to them.
Yeah.
Um,
I'm just gonna like go into details on this stuff.
but like when I was in kindergarten, I'm trying to think about it before I say it. When I was in kindergarten, like there's this dude. His name is Josh. I don't even know what happened to the kid. I think he moved or something. But like I used to have the biggest crush on him. I was like, we're gonna get married and everything else. And then like I figured out he was dating my best friend. I was so mad. Even as like a 5-year-old, I was like, ugh, why?
She's never had a boyfriend again.
Well, I actually had one in 3rd grade, but we dated for like 15 minutes. So I was like, nah, I don't like you anymore. Broke up with him.
She's very wishy-washy.
Yeah.
So, yeah. So with me climbing on the counter and pooping on myself, my pants were very, very tight, and like the ankles were really, really tight. So when I pooped on myself, it like went down, but it didn't come out the bottom. It just kind of got stuck on my ankle, and my parents weren't awake. I just kind of pooped and went and fixed it, and then I came back and got my meal. So.
Your meal?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, my mom used to say when I was like 2 or 3, when we used to live where we used to live, like before we moved up here, and I used to like run in every time I would wake up. I used to run in there to her and be like, "Mom, wake up! I'm hungry!" And she would say, "Go get your brother," and I would run in there to my brother. Needless to say, I used to love my brother when I was little, and I used to go in there and jump on her and I'd be like, Dusty, 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 and he used to like just roll over and basically push me off the bed. Be like, go away! And so I used to be running back and forth trying to get him to give me food.
During Christmas time, we used to put all our presents in this humongous box so that, like, the kids couldn't find them or anything, including me. So, it was Christmas and I'd opened all my presents and I was bored with my presents. I just decided to play in the box. I just laid down in it and played it.
I do that. I've done that before.
This child's about to hit me, and whenever she does, I'm going to hit her back.
This past Christmas, me, my sister, and my brother, we all got the wrapping paper that we ripped up and stuff like that. And we were having like a wrapping paper ball war. It was funny. We also had a sock war for like the year before that. That was pretty great too. Even though I had bruises.
Like you put something in it, didn't you? Was it
Like
a sock inside of a sock?
Like I had a sock ball because I used to pitch inside the house, like do my warm ups and stuff like that. And like the sock ball fell into the sock, and so it's like, here's the sock, and it's just like another sock like that. And so we were like walking around like slinging them like this, like that, and somehow I think I hit my dad with it, and it just went down there.
Yeah. Whenever I was like, let's see, I was about 10 years old. I was my littlest sister. I was letting her jump in between my legs, and while I was watching TV, I kind of forgot that she was there, even though she was right in front of me. And she jumped out of my legs and hit her face on the table that was right in front of us. She had a black eye for the longest time. Yeah.
I remember, me and my brother actually did this the same time. Like, not at the same time, but we done it.
Like the same age.
Yeah. But, when I was 4 and he was 4, we were running, it was the same table too, weird. Like, we were running around the same table and stuff like that. Well, not at the same time, but like, we were running around the table, and it had like really pointy edges like that. And I was running around it, and I slipped, and I fell, and it busted my head open like right here. So, I had a big gash on the side of my face.
Like whenever you fell off the spotter.
Yeah, okay, so we had this thing at the playground thingy, and you're supposed to go down it and keep your head up and everything else like that. You're supposed to just stay like that. Well, me being my dumb self, I didn't keep my head up, and so like I bent my head down like that, and I hit on the metal, and I have a big scar right here.
Busted it wide open.
Yeah.
Had to get like 4 stitches.
Yeah. And then I didn't even go back to the doctor to get him out. My mom just got him out because she used to be an OR tech thingy.
Assistant.
Yeah, assistant.
Whenever I was little, I was like, every time I would do something like weird or stupid or something, and my mom would find out about it, I would always be like, don't tell anybody, because I didn't want anybody to know anything, because I don't like it whenever people make fun of me. So, this room used to be my room, and I was playing music in here one day, and my parents were in the kitchen cooking, and I was like, alright, don't come in my room without knocking. So, of course, my mom kind of figured out how to come in my room without knocking, because we have a walk-through closet to the other room. So, I was in here, and I had my shirt like this, and I had it up, and I pulled it through, you know, this whole mechanism, where you did this. And I was like dancing around in my room to some music, and my mom comes up to the closet and she goes, knock, knock. I said, knock on the door.
How old were you?
Like, I was like 11 maybe.
This happened recently, but I was home alone, and I had my radio up blaring and everything else, and it was near time for my parents to get home, but I didn't really notice, and didn't figure they would get home, because they never do at the right time. And so like I was walking around, I was in my room singing and everything else. You know, everybody does it when they're home alone. They walk around and be like, "What?" Yeah, like that. Well, I was doing that, and apparently my mom got home, and my door was kind of cracked open a little bit, and my mom just standing there watching me, and I was like dancing around doing stupid stuff, and she went, "Hey!" like that. It scared me, and I tripped over something and just fell. It was funny. I laughed really hard. You know it hurt.
Yeah. I don't really have any more stories that I can remember.
Yeah. I hate when that happens. You know when like people are talking, like you're having a conversation with someone, you're talking about memories and stuff like that, and you keep they come back to back to back, but when you like someone asks you about something, you're just like, I don't remember anything.
Well, if you would have asked me yesterday, I could tell you today, but
yeah,
today is not a good day.
Today I'm half asleep because I was up all night, like till legit 2 o'clock watching Grease. I love that movie.
I was sitting in history today, and it was so boring. We're talking about World War I, and I've heard this World War I crap like 12 times. Because I've done it since I was in kindergarten. Maybe not since kindergarten. Maybe
Yeah.
since 3rd grade, so, that's...
9 times? 10 times?
10,
You ain't never had a friend, never had a friend. You ain't never had a friend, never had a friend. You ain't never had a friend like me.
I was sitting there listening and I was so tired during history. I was going, like I was sitting back, I would go. And then I open my eyes and be like, 1, 2. I sit there for a minute and I hear him talking. I'm like, and then I had my hands like this over my eyes. And I was sleeping. And I would start twitching. And I was like twitching. I was like, okay, I can't do this. I'm twitching too much.
Today, Coach Taylor, he gave me the list for the softball thing, for the softball team, and he just started sticking tape on my arm, and I was like, what are you doing? And he's like, hold on, and he handed me the list and everything else, and he told me to go tell the principal that I posted it beside the concession stand and stuff like that, and for him to announce it, which he never did, and I didn't actually tell the principal because he was at lunch. I just told the
Assistant lady.
the
Just told him.
receptionist.
I hate that reason.
And I just told her to tell Mr. Johnson, and
Apparently she did not.
apparently not. And I told Coach Taylor asked if I did, and I was like, well, I told Miss Palmer. He said, that's not what I asked you to do. I asked you to go tell Mr. Johnson. I was like, but Mr. Johnson was at lunch, and I didn't want to all go down to the lunchroom. He's like, he's not in the lunchroom. He's in the teacher's lounge. I said, well, he was eating lunch. I didn't want to disturb him. He said, this is the last time I ever get you to do anything. And he busted out laughing. I was like, Coach Taylor, it's just not cool. No, stop. Yeah, you just have to be Coach Taylor.